Hello everyone, welcome to Sunburned Albino plays Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc episode 19. I'm getting back into the swing of things, haven't played a game in a few days. But, if I remember, it was just the end of the last trial, and now at nighttime, midnight, Kiyoko is in my room. So what does she have to say? It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kiyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered, "The data center on the 4th floor." What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Without another word, she was gone. What the... Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. I guess we gotta go. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kiyoko's not here. That's weird, she said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand to the door, and with a certain amount of force, it didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kiyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh ho! What are you doing up, mister? Gah! Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, I just... You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But... I can see that, you dolt! Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself! It looked like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or, are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud! Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed! What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko? Now you two? Whatever, the two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it, let's just go. Okay. Yeah! Go on, get out of here! Shoo! So we left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye. Oh, hold on! Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked, and then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing! What was the point of all that?
Whew.
Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? Kiyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school. Oh, damn. Seven? Question mark? I like that. We lost one, but maybe gained another. We got the altar lump present. Alrighty then. Yeah, save the data. I'm interested to see what becomes of this.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kiyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. 100-mile dash, pain of a junk food junkie. This seems to revolve around Aoi.
In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall.
So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk.
Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name
And no
of
matter what it
family.
takes, I will rid this world of them. Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission.
What?
But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs.
Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration.
Is this place open yet? No? No second half of the second floor? Alrighty then. Was there a fifth floor? I don't remember seeing another stairs. Oh, you know what? Maybe they opened this place. Nah, it's still there. It's always worth checking, though. You gotta wonder what's behind there. Maybe that's where the graduating student gets to go. And it leads out like the front doors or something. I do not know. Maintain verticality as we go up the stairs? I've still got plenty of presents. I shouldn't need to spend an awful lot of time buying more. Although after this episode, I probably will. Just because I like doing that. And there's a trophy for getting all of them. Okay, we're on the 4th floor. Oh, there is a 5th floor. It's right over here. And it is indeed open. Hey, there's a nature place. Chihiro was right.
So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us, and it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up till now. For some reason it feels unpleasant.
Interesting. Oh, there was a karate dojo and Sakura missed it? Wow. That's low, man. Sakura would have loved this place. Brings a tear to my eye. Oh my god, look at this shit.
A suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese.
Okay. Isn't that usually my line?
Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
Hey,
It's quite elegant.
This is what you consider elegant?
indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing.
But considering our situation, isn't it kinda out of place?
Archery targets?
That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight.
Okay. And then there's another tree. And then there's whatever this is.
It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too?
Cool. Then we've also got lockers.
There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses.
This seems like where the action is gonna be.
what Kiyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
The 16th.
16th, yeah, one they call Ultimate Despair. Watch out for it. Gotcha.
Kiyoko?
I'm not going to say anything.
Huh?
I can't say anything.
Kiyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey,
You understand why, right?
She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kiyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
so then.
We're finished here.
She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than before.
Alright, well, let's get out of the dojo. We've got our nature place. Oh, and then there's like a microscopic lab. That's obviously not what it's called, but it has microscopes in it. What the hell is this plant? Are these Venus flytraps?
Ah! What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real?
Watch out!
Watch out! What? That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it, and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all like, bleh, I'm dead.
In other words, it's a monstrosity.
It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist. Although, they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment.
well,
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Never mind, this is gonna be ground zero for the next murder.
Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I'd better keep my distance.
Yo,
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling.
you know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it?
Huh? Why, is it that bad?
Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is
they'll
nigh.
put their plan for global human extinction into action.
Well,
I'm serious. Alright. Very conspiracy-y of you. What do we have here?
There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something?
It's for the sprinklers!
Sprinklers?
Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to.
So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning?
Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? No, I'm gonna tell everyone! Alright. Oh, and that's just TV.
Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. It seems safe. It's a chicken. It really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure?
Interesting. Step away from the chicken coop, mister. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here.
Exactly?
5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least
It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade.
He never lets me get a word in edgewise.
And
then we have another building over here. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? Huh? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. I also feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There's so many different kinds to choose from. And a lawnmower. Yeah, this is definitely the scene of the crime. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? It's the Monokuma. And flower pots. So many flower pots. Big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. Okay. And then, of course, we have our regular 2 gold classrooms in there. Let's talk to Aoi. What's up? This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. Oh, there's 3 classrooms. It does feel different. There's a lot of bio raw. It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hall says biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. Okay. I guess we'll look in the classrooms then. Okay. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled? It was sour, pungent, impossibly rank. It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying? It's the smell of death. Their flesh and fat and blood. There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced this smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey!
What, my fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened. No, it's quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now
Yep, let me give you an itty-bitty, squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What?
Yes,
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs and those mean old RPGs. But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody gruesome deaths every day. So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier.
What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this?
We've got chalk outlines where bodies have been.
There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it.
Giant blood stains.
There's blood all over the place.
But it's not pink, so what's going on there?
I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight.
It appears all the bloodstains are dry, and their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old.
This is all really blood?
Of course, I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom?
He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that.
I mean, there's cameras in here.
No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have, anyway? Oh, we can't examine eye for an eye? I think Monokuma's lying, because he uses that fucking phrase. What's going on back here? Leave the area? Oh, no. No, we are not done in here. Byakuya? About what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard? Or is he just flat out ignoring me? Alright, well now let's leave. Is it that way in all the classrooms? No, evidently not. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall, and before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team.
That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best.
Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered.
Yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kinda be Sakura's job, but... Anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either. But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of this school.
What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto?
Huh? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has.
Something on all the other floors, but not on the 5th floor?
Weren't there no bathrooms?
Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right?
Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery.
But that's the hardest part.
Okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it.
Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes.
Okay, let's talk to Toko. Oh yeah, she can't talk.
Hey, Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
So, why are you telling me?
Well, 'cause you told her to zip it or whatever.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that.
Jesus, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on!
Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you.
You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem.
Seriously? You're just gonna take it?
Shut up! And don't interrupt when Master and me are talking.
Okay, so what did you want to tell us?
Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor, and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Whoa, that thing is huge! It's like Rambo size!
It's a survival knife of some type.
But what was it doing in a classroom? How would I know?
What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us?
I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just laying around.
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer.
Don't compare me to her! I'm nothing like her!
Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway, it's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto?
Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
Okay.
Then that's that!
Oh, hold on, don't I get a say?
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask.
Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
Hey, Toko.
Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Huh? Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. I feel strange. So strange. Really strange. Oh no. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Alright, what'd you find, Yasuhiro?
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful. It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know. Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hiro. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is? Hey, come on! You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it. I think I need to talk to you multiple times so that we can react to all the things. There are a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right, 5 chickens. I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat. Then we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecue. Decisions. Oh, or how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right? I'm pretty sure that'd kill you.
You know?
Yeah, big garden. A tool shed. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe.
What?
Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words Crazy Diamond had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy Diamond? Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
It's true.
I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Huh? Where? Ah, that's it, I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
Oh yeah, that was his gang, wasn't it? You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here, and Monokuma confiscated it? Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo.
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help. How are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower? I don't know. Maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles.
Well?
And we can use those to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
You know?
Well, back then, my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. And now we have to talk to you one more time just to not even... Oh, okay, never mind. That's fine then, let's talk to Byakuya then. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no. Strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So in
I can
other
only
words-
think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop, seriously, I'm gonna throw up.
It can't
Perhaps
be.
that's what was meant by The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is, the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
In other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
all
that would
clear
explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
hey,
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. You're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up?
Hey,
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
could it
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss, or tyrant, or...
But
We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood, no matter how much you think about it.
naturally?
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right too. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
Yo!
So, now what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No
Jeez,
way.
how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kiyoko's identity. Huh?
well,
Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kiyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Well, Kiyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So, Kiyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So...
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean... amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
This is
You can't be
very
serious right now,
suspicious.
can you?
Ugh.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However,
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us. Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Hey,
What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all
I will
clear.
simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options?
Just
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like that.
That's fine.
Fine, I understand. Good, you're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kiyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't
You
be.
damn fool! Why do you refuse to talk?
Because...
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
so,
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
However...
The worst school where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that? Huh?
Hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kiyoko then turned her back on us, and without a word, began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kiyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
But
I think you went too far taking her room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of your breathing, of your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kiyoko gonna do now? Plus this situation. It's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone.
Yeah!
Ugh! What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden? Cause look! It's you! How long have you been standing there?
I'm very, very angry!
Angry at what?
At the thief! Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst.
What?
My precious! They stole it!
You're precious.
Your teacher had such faith in you, and this is how you repay me? With betrayal? Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies.
But what the heck is your precious?
Shut up! I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street!
What the heck?
And he's gone. What the heck was that all about?
so,
He said something about his precious getting stolen? Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? It likely has something to do with Kiyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kiyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that? School announcement now 10 p.m. officially. Nighttime strictly prohibited and good night. Uh-oh, we need to get out of here.
You know?
We can talk about this more tomorrow, and about Kiyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kiyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms, don't go wandering around.
well,
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Ah, that's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kiyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... Oh, he's sleeping. Huh? As I opened my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? It must be Kiyoko. Kiyoko?
Hey,
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait! Kiyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kiyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go.
hey,
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay. I'm used to it.
correct.
Indeed.
So
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
Indeed.
That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal?
So...
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
So...
From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? But wasn't it locked?
However...
The lock was broken. What?
Correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
Indeed.
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. So, Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us?
That's right.
That's right. So that we could uncover whatever secrets might lay hidden within. She did that. For us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday, but if I just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to...
Correct.
Correct. I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then, what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro Ikusaba, yep,
Watch
16th
out.
student, yeah, watch out for her. Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. To make such a strong statement without proof, that's not like Kiyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba really could be the mastermind?
Anyway,
This key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
so...
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't! That's way too dangerous! And you want me to draw his attention? But we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us...
Is that right?
But they didn't catch on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky.
Hey,
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night, but as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kiyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen.
hey,
If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think what might happen if we fail,
why is that?
I don't think you need to worry all that much. After all, with minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought.
I see.
I see. In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. What?
Correct.
In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what? In other words, we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason not to do it, right? But...
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
we know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and wouldn't if I could. Then Kiyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. Huh? What's this?
it's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens?
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and a death without meaning is unappealing.
Hey,
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it, just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back at some point, you can be sure of that!
indeed.
Yes, of course.
Hey,
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right?
indeed.
Well, there's that too. Huh? You mean there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that easily.
so then,
Okay then, shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No, everything's gonna be fine, I know it! Because it's Kiyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety, and then I got to work. Okay, let's do this! Hey Monokuma! You can see me, right? Get out here! I've got a bone to pick with you! Then, a few moments later...
Monokuma! Well, this is a surprise! You being the one to call me out! Hey, by the way... Huh? What were you and Kiyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse? Just the two of you? In the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet, so wet and warm. I bet you guys... Removed to conform with local and international censorship laws. All over her, didn't you? Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late-night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation, far away from X-rated exploits. Oh, so is that why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse? Wow. Bullseye! Or is it maybe because the lens gets all fogged up and you can't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bullseye to me. Anyway, you went to all that trouble to get me out here. Now what do you want? Oh, well, there's just something I wanted to confirm with you.
Say what?
Whether I'm a mademoiselle or a dude fella? But in the Bear Kingdom, there is no male or female. Actually there is.
What?
Seriously? Then, what am I? My entire existence. That's enough. I'll get stuck if I think about it too much. So what did you really want to ask me? Oh, well, you told us earlier that your Precious had been stolen. What's this Precious of yours?
What are you
Listen,
thinking?
I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible and all, but... Is that seriously what you dragged me out here to ask me? You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be 100 megaton freaking kidding me! You're not gonna ask something useful, like how to get the best honey, or ursine breeding tips? This is just crazy. Are all pubescent teen boys as nutty as you? God, you're so annoying! Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and... shit? That's it. What was that second thing? It's a blank, stupid. A secret. Fill it in yourself. Making me trudge all the way out here for that. I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours. And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open your skull and find out! Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Phew. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I can do is wait and hope Kiyoko makes it out okay. No, she'll be fine. It's Kiyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine, right? I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep.
Monokuma Theater, brought to you by Spike Toonsoft Company Limited.
That's it? Oh, there's another one? This super stylish, super fashionable game is created by Spike Toonsoft? Then we've gotta buy it now!
You guys have to recommend it to your friends, too!
What the fuck? A little bit of self-promotion. We already bought the game! Or I did anyway.
Good
Good morning, get ready to greet another beautiful day. With his morning wine. My body feels so heavy this morning. It must be because I was up so late last night. Anyway, I need to get to the dining hall. Yep, let's leave the area. Anybody standing out waiting to be chatted with? Nope. Nobody? Very well then.
What?
You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today. You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work?
Huh? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. Huh? I just thought, since a day had passed, it had maybe reset. Sorry, please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. I'll hang a sign from my neck that says, "Bad girl." I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. It's no use. She's disgusting to the bone.
So,
Anyway, where's Kiyoko? I haven't seen her this morning. Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, for anything. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not gonna show up anymore. I can't tell the others why Kiyoko might not be here. The best thing to do right now is just keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so...
You know.
Oh yeah, you still have her key, right?
What's this?
Ah, are you looking for Miss Kirigiri?
Whoa, what do you want now?
I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right?
Do you know where she is?
Well, it's hard to say.
Huh? You don't know either?
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here, to try and prod us for information.
Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is, and they name some indie bull crap?
I feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness. It looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off just fine last night. Which could mean...
Hey,
Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Could she have been right about that?
So, was I right? You're looking for Miss Kirigiri. Any idea where she might have gone?
We have no idea. And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you. For serious.
I see. Well, fine, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers!
As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So, what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way.
You know?
Where the heck could she have gone?
um,
Don't you think we should all go look for her? And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her.
Very
Yeah, how can he not know where she is?
yeah, totally.
So strange. Kiyoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice? Where could it be? We spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kiyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Oh, it's free time, bitches. Phew. Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. Alright, that's gonna do it for this episode. I'm gonna go run and get a bunch of duplicate presents and maybe some new ones, and then we'll start off the next episode with some owie action, because Kyoko's missing, so I can't talk to her. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.